Hey people, it's Tuesday, March 17th. I'll talk in a minute after I pass the flag, man. So nobody's really out in the city right now because of the coronavirus apocalypse. And we got a whole crew full of people out here on the construction site. They have been showing up all week. They're all way out there right now. It's been raining on and off for the last week. I don't know what the heck this thing's doing, but it's been making a ton of noise all day. Something's making a lot of noise out here. And I decided to come out here and find out what. I don't know what this piece of equipment here is. So, what do I notice that's different? Not much. They flattened out the dirt over here, completely compressed, compacted. I got this wood gate fencing over here. They're pumping a bunch of concrete over there, so that I believe that is. Remember when we had they did this thing in segments? Well, I think that's probably. I believe that's the last or the second to the last segment that they're doing over there to close this whole thing in. I don't know how they get in here once they close it in, so I could be wrong with what I'm saying. We got a concrete truck over there. We got one over here. There's probably another one, unless they're done pumping the cement. So the world's kind of like falling apart right now. Lots of people dying, lots of people sick with the corona. Living here in the U.S., obviously. This is Los Angeles. And I just watched another press conference from the idiot in chief this morning. You know, the one thing about Donald is he lies about almost everything, and everything is about him. So when they're talking about the deaths and what's going on in the country, he says, oh, I was great. I shut down the borders first, and we've got the best medical people, and we've got the best tests, and everything's wonderful, and everything's beautiful, and we're going to give money to the people, and we're going to take care of the businesses. When 2 weeks ago he said that everything was fine, nobody needed to worry, they could go to work, it would be a miracle, they'd all be well, everything would be wonderful. So he's gone from blaming the Democrats for this hoax to saying there's a huge problem. So if you remember, when I was here last, they were putting in this metal thing. That's, if you check the last video, there's an airplane over there. Let's get an airplane. People are still flying. We know that the airplanes are half full, probably less than that, like about 10 or 15 people are flying. So when I was here last week, they were putting in that metal plate. Remember, check the last video, they were trying to figure out how to get this plate in here. Well, after they got the plate in over there, you see in those two plates, then they put in this yellow trenching stuff, and I believe that's where they're going to put a pipe in. So it doesn't look like they've dug any further going across. I'm assuming they're going to shoot a pipe in here, and maybe they'll dig more afterwards. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. We see that big concrete, those big concrete pipes at the back. Those are probably what's going to go in. I don't know if that's going to go in over here, or if that's going to go in underground across the street. I don't really know what they're going to do. Another airplane. Let's get the airplane on there. And another empty airplane as the world falls apart. Doom and gloom. Delta Airlines. The airlines are expecting to lose billions of dollars. Now, when we had the financial crisis years ago, and Obama wanted to bail out the auto industry, all of the Republicans said, no, you can't do that. Let them fall apart. Let them go bankrupt. Our money shouldn't go to take care of them. And now that the Republicans are in office, they want to protect and they want to fund the airlines and the cruise industry. Because Republicans, that's who they are. They're despicable, deplorable, disgusting human beings. I won't go into any further about them being racist and compulsive liars. So what do we have here? We can see down in there, we've got a little bit of trenching material down inside there. As I said, I think they're finishing off the outer part of the basin. That's why that pumper is over there right now. I hear another airplane. Airplanes are definitely taking off. There's no doubt about that. Got a couple employees up here. I don't know what they're doing. And I'm looking across the street. I'm not going to cross the street. I don't really want to cross the street right now to see this. We got some people, just a few people working across the street at the pumping station. So what's the update? I mentioned, we got a jogger over there. I mentioned like a month and a half ago, probably a month and a half ago. I went to the doctor, had a physical, and then they also do the blood screening for the prostate. And the number was, it wasn't high, it was up there. And they didn't like it, so they retested me and the number went down to an acceptable level, and they said, no, we still don't like that. And so they wanted to do a biopsy, and I said, no. And the doctor said, yeah, you're right. We can wait 6 months. The number's not out of control, and we'll just wait and see. But what they said is you need to take care of your diet. What's good for your heart is good for your prostate. And if you're eating healthy, then it's probably going to help, and it might drop the numbers. No guarantee, but if you don't do anything, nothing's going to change, and it might get worse. But there are studies that show okay, we got a jogger that's going to be passing by in a minute. And I moved the camera away so you didn't have to see her. So there's a lot of studies that show if you eat better, you can drop your numbers, or you can limit your numbers, or you can stabilize everything. So that's what I chose to do. And the doctor said go on a plant-based diet. Well, I didn't really understand it at the time. I mentioned this in the last video. Plant-based means that you eat mostly plant-based. Let me back up. A vegan diet means you can eat everything but meat, dairy, eggs, and fish. I think I have that right. You can eat anything but that, which is not a lot, because I hate vegetables. And a plant-based diet means that you avoid as much as you can, which is you're supposed to avoid meat, fish, dairy, and eggs. So he said go on the plant-based. Somebody's coming up behind me in a minute, and they don't have a mask on, but I'm going to wait and stop talking until they're past me. They're on the phone. I hear them talking. Hold on. Okay. So you're supposed to avoid meat, fish, dairy, and eggs. Vegetarian diet means that you eat like a vegan, except you do eat eggs and dairy. You don't eat meat or fish at all. So he told me to go on a plant-based diet. Oh my God, more people are coming up behind me. Let's hold off on the talking, and I'll finish in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, I, at the beginning, thought that I wasn't supposed to eat any of this stuff, and then I found out, oh, plant-based you can, and then I did a lot of research on the internet and about what meat does to the body. I know people lived on that for years, for their whole life, but life expectancy back then was 30, 40 years, and it's much better now. But people lived on meat and eggs and dairy, and they didn't live long, so I just decided to stay away from the whole thing. I did buy some vegan ice cream, which it's made out of oatmeal. You got to be careful because it's just sugar, and sugar is really bad for the body, and can make you have diabetes and prostate problems and heart problems and health problems. So, okay, we got somebody on the bike. I'm going to move the camera down. I think she's coming back from, I was going to say I think she's coming back from school, but there is no school. So we got another cement truck that's passing by here, and then I'm going to get out of here in a minute. I see a black and white across the street on the airport property. And this is going to be a long video because I've got nothing else to do. I'm going to go home and walk the dog. Well, I'll walk the dog soon. So, is that black and white coming out? I don't know. I don't see it coming out. So, you know, everybody's quarantined in their house. LA's got a LA lockdown right now. We got a quarantine for life, and the coronavirus apocalypse. And we are. You know, you can clearly blame this on Trump. Trump said that he rates himself a 10 on this whole thing. Ooh, was that a cough? Am I sick? And this country is about 2 months behind where we should be. We should have already peaked with this virus right now, and we didn't have the testing kits. We still don't have enough testing kits. We didn't shut things down. We didn't lock the place down fast enough. And that's why we're in this mess that we're in. And this is all because of the Republican Party and Donald Trump saying you're going to get well, everything's fine, don't worry. Look at this. This is a street cleaner. I never saw one of those. Look how wimpy that thing is. So I got somebody else walking by me with a dog. I think I'm going to get out of here. This is what's going on over here right now. Help me out. Watch my videos. Watch all my videos. Watch the advertisements that are on there. Support the ads. If you buy something from Amazon, which a lot of you are going to be doing, please click on one of the affiliate links in my video description before you make an order. It will pop a little cookie on your computer from Amazon, and it will help me out. It will give me a little ching dinero to help me as we all help each other in this crazy time that we're living in right now. And I'm sure the only people that are going to do the thumbs down are the Trumpers, the never, or no, not the never Trumpers, the MAGA, the maggots. But that's okay, because the rest of the world has woken up to how dangerous this man is. And we're all suffering because of it now. So we got a lot of dirt over here, a lot of dust. I don't want to go anywhere near that. I'm going to get out of here in a minute. Probably be back in a week. Do my quarantine, stay in the house, stay safe. Look at this garbage over here. Unbelievable. Look at this. This is not supposed to be happening according to the city of Los Angeles. This is not good at all. This is definitely not good. So that's the third cement truck that's pulled out of here. And I think the pumper's done. They've been really noisy all day, very noisy. Do that thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, a nice comment, so I don't have to flag you. And take care of everybody. See ya.